Two boop.
Beep.
Two
Three
boop.
boop.
Beep.
Okay.
I'm ready to provide random Hakuoki thoughts and information.
Wait, what?
There we go.
Okay. Are we good in a sense?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, then I'm gonna load it and let the intro play. As it
Before it starts,
verifies itself.
So
Ah! Motherfucker!
I'm going to have to turn. I'm going to have to mute that. Also, thank you. And Groundhog got released today. I went into the magma hideout.
Oh.
I
automate. Oh no! I just realized I made the Wasteland version of the Grim Reaper. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yay!
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, my bad. So I didn't mean to talk in the middle of that.
It's okay. It'll happen. It always happens. Time.
Oh no, spilled ink from an hour ago. Things we hate drawing, but with references this time. Emily and Ditus.
Oh.
No.
We got to chapter 3, that's right.
Yep.
Oh. I know what's gonna happen.
No. I think I think was this in the original too or?
Yes.
Let's see here.
Of course it was.
Remember? Hey, this is the different one. Remember?
It is a different one. There's some adjustments. It's still here.
Okay, great.
I wonder if we're thinking of the same thing.
Possibly.
Okay. Ooh, I have an emergency just come up. I'll be back later.
Okay.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Stay safe.
I will.
Okay. We're all settled, right?
I am, and I got things
Debatable.
pulled up.
Debatable. Anyway, the dawn of the new year came and went. It was February of 1865, and we had just finished breakfast. I opened a door to the common room carrying a heavy tray full of tea. Everyone, the tea's ready.
Ah. Domo arigato, Yukimura-kun.
I made my way around the room, carefully pouring a cup of tea for each person there.
God damn it.
Inoue-san smiled warmly as he sipped on the tea.
There's nothing quite so delicious as hot tea on a cold day.
Thank you.
Drink.
Alrighty. Oh shit.
It's been
I get a refill already. I need to get a...
5 minutes.
He's been 5 minutes.
Hey, midget.
Can
robots have heart attacks?
Is it relevant to the stream?
I'll get a shut up then.
What the fuck kind of question is that?
Because I just bumped into a robot and he just died.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I felt a flush of pride at his words. It may not be very much, but I felt as if I was helping out in some way. Then Hijikata-san spoke, and his words brought me back to the present.
The Yagi have been good to us so far, but this place is getting crowded. Yeah, true. It's getting a little small, especially with all the new guys coming in. Yeah, it'd be great if we could move into a bigger place. Guys at the door look pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, the guys over at Maikawa residence are practically sleeping on top of each other. You think that's bad? Wait until you hear about the slave trade going on in the Atlantic.
Oh, Jesus.
There's no way they're getting any rest like that. If only there was something we could do.
Hey, the Civil War's already happened.
It is still going on. Because it didn't resolve until, like, spring, I think.
Oh.
So...
Wait, of what year?
1865.
Okay.
It's only there's something we could do. Easy for us to say, but imagine trying to find someone who's willing to let us stay in their home. I mean, try finding anyone in Kyoto who'd want us.
Okitsu-san joked in response. Damn it, yawn. The person sitting beside Kondo-san pointed at the map spread upon the table.
What about this? Nishi Hongwanji Temple,
Nishi Honwanji, another name for the Jodo Shinshu Honwanji Temple in Kyo. It allowed the Shinsengumi to make the temple their headquarters for a period of time.
Well, thank you for, like, spoiling us. God damn it.
Is it really a spoiler? Is it?
The Nishi Hongwanji Temple. I can't see any reason for them to accept us. Who might this be?
Oh wait. It's still Ito. I think.
Perhaps. But find me another location large enough to accommodate a living space for a few hundred men. I'm going for my best grade. And besides, the tactical advantage of this temple would allow us to fortify in times of panic.
This man was named Kashitaro Ito.
Oh, it's Ito, okay.
It's Ito. Of course it's Ito. It's his
Okay,
introduction.
Iba.
Ito Kashitaro, military advisor and deputy commander of the Shinsengumi. His field of study is literature with imperialistic philosophy.
Imperialistic philosophy.
He was recruited by Heisuke-kun a few months ago as the Shinsengumi's military advisor and deputy commander. He gained notoriety.
No, yep, notoriety.
teaching the Hokushin Ito style in his dojo, and was known for being highly educated.
Ah. Additionally, it is well known that the Nishi Hongwanji was used to best shelter Choshu Ronin. If we move to the Nishi Hongwanji temple, well, we take an advantageous hiding spot from the Ronin.
I see two people with two huge egos.
See, both very good points. I can't believe you thought this through so well.
Fade, I love that you said that.
I'm surprised that the dojo hasn't caved in due to the gravity of the situation.
Eh?
I mean, the egos are immense. You know this.
Oh, I do.
And how have they not caused a black hole yet? Just by meeting.
Simple, because my gauge has the black hole grenade equipped.
God damn it. No, I didn't mean that.
Kobo-san seemed very impressed by Ito-san's suggestion. However, a voice of protest arose.
You don't think it was somewhat uncouth to use force against men of the cloth?
Ito-san's brow twitched as if disturbed by the idea, and he faced Hanan-san directly.
Why would you say that the Choshu Ronin who inhabited the temple and did... Would you say that to the Choshu Ronin who inhabited the temple and did as they pleased? My, how kind of you to consider the feelings of outlaw Ronin who actively disrupt the peace.
Ito-san's dismissiveness seemed to leave a bitter taste in Hanan-san's mouth.
I agree that the National Imperialist Extremist Party must be dealt with, but this seems... So, what are you saying? When we meet in battle, do you expect them to respect the Shinsengumi on name alone and engage in a fair fight? Wouldn't it be great if all those Choshu Ronin were on their best behavior, like Kamakura warriors? Saburo, watch your mouth now. Ah, sorry. Couldn't help myself.
The other man besides Ito-san was Saburo Miki, who joined at the same time as Ito-san.
There's a little bit of Okita that I threw in there, but I made it a little bit deeper.
It's fitting. I'll say that. It is fitting. Captain of the Shinsengumi's 9th Division. He is Kashitaro Ito's younger brother. They joined the Shinsengumi together.
Yeah, so anytime whenever he says something and everything that causes the button to happen, it's going to be the same.
Fuck you, Okta. Yeah. Till we have a Mickey button, which I don't know what the Mickey button would be.
I think it should just be yeah, exactly. God damn it, Miki.
I like how it was immediately. Me and Vision had the same.
Okay, so on my screen, I see the three of us in the call, and I'm just gonna take this and yoink that brain cell.
Oh God!
I took your brain cell.
Yes, and I took it back. So in your face.
No, it's mine.
It's Fade. It's Fade's turn. Fade had the brain cell.
I have all of the brain cells.
What do you mean, all of the brain cells?
That's just what I said.
I steal your brain cell.
And I stole it back.
And I steal it back again.
Anyway, he was apparently Ito-san's younger brother.
Ito has a younger brother?
Yeah,
Yes.
Miki is his younger brother.
How bad is his ego?
He's Okita.
Oh, no.
Okita, but I can say he's probably worse in some aspects.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. My apologies, everyone. This young one here has a tendency to let his mouth run free.
Actually, hold up. How old is Miki? Where's the timeline?
It's 1865.
I know that. 1 second. No.
No.
Miki's older than Haruka by a year.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, he's the same age as Daichi and Miko. What the fuck?
No. I wonder how Haruka respond to Miki now.
The exact same way she deals with the rest of the men in the Shinsengumi.
She scares the piss out of him.
Oh no, she tries to scare at Miki, but it works half of the time.
He sees it as amusing.
He does, honestly. But when he does piss her off, she's like, okay, I'm backing off now.
Alright. I know when to stop. That's better. So, Sanan-san, please, don't take it too personally. I'm sure you have your uses among the Shinsengumi. Okay.
You goddamn
Hold on.
Even if your left arm is useless, your unquestionable wit and booksmark shall prove useful, I'm sure.
I watched Sana-san chew it on his lip.
You goddamn snake!
There we go.
The tension was cut by another voice.
I don't think I heard you correctly, Ito. There's that scowl.
Ijikata-san's voice was cold and sharp, like the sound of a blade sliding across a whetstone.
Speaking of which, I need to sharpen my knife while I'm here later on.
Ito-san seemed taken aback and his eyes grew wide.
It's nothing nefarious, I just use it to cut up boxes and stuff at work.
Yay.
Sana-san's smart, like you said. But above all, he's a swordsman of the Shinsengumi, and that's what we need him for.
Without question, those were Hijikata-san's true feelings on the matter. However...
Ito's but my arm is...
Sana-san only seemed to grow more dispirited. Hijikata-san must have realized the impact of what he just said as his face warped into a bitter frown. You fucking moron! Watch your words!
I'm gonna have to put you in with the Baka trio. Gonna have to call you a quartet.
Oh god.
Oh dear, I didn't mean to cause such a fuss. It seems I spoken out of turn. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You
out of turn.
goddamn snake!
Sana-san is quite the beloved member here, isn't he? It's nice to see such a tight-knit group. I do hope that you'll treat the new members with the same care. The fuck do you mean?
Hijikata-san's eyes seethed with anger towards Ito-san.
That's it, we kill him now. We're upping the timeline.
Kono-san tried to relieve the tension by stepping in and clearing the air.
How about them Yankees?
Shut the fuck!
Well, for now, let's just keep this conversation to the problem of finding new headquarters, shall we? Ito-san, would you mind coming with me? I would love to continue this earlier discussion about a new base. Ah, yes, with pleasure.
As the two stood next to the room, Takeda-san was quick to follow right behind them.
Kondo, Chief Kondo, may I join as well? Of course, I want you to hear about what Ito-san has to offer and broaden your horizons. Even the captains of the Shitsugumi must push themselves to learn more than, about more than fighting. It is our responsibility to grow and gain knowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kono-san left the common room with Ito-san and Takeda-san. Ito is...
Okay, is there anybody else in this room who can't stand that fucking guy?
Everybody's hands goes up. Except Chizuru.
I don't get it. What's so bad about him?
No, I think she's doing it to be nice. Also, apparently Ito is 2 years older than Miki.
Okay, so then he's 3 years older than Hadaka.
Yes. Miki-san, however, still sat before us.
Huh.
He smirked coldly towards us and slinked off away from the common room. Okita-san spoke up once Miki-san's footsteps were no longer audible.
Who brought those bastards into the Shinsengumi? The culprit is still in Edo. The culprit is still in Edo. Damn it, Heisuke. When he gets back, I'm gonna give him a few punches.
Nagakura, no!
Nagakura, yes! How? Ito's with the Imperial Nationalist faction, right? Surprising to see every people with the same beliefs as those Choshu bastards joining the Shinsengumi. It seems like they don't both like being lumped in with the Choshu because they share political beliefs. But just look at how he reacted to the suggestion of the temple where the Choshu resided. Looks like he's rubbed off on Kondo-san as well. Well, Kondo-san's a kind person. He's easily deceived by silver tongues, those who appear virtuous, but are actual scumbags. So, Ito-san's our deputy commander, and his little brother's the captain of the Night Division, huh? This is gonna be a real pain. I could see him just like rubbing his forehead while he says that last bit.
Yeah. Eventually, Hijikata-san approached Sanan-san, who weakly hung his head, facing the floor in shame. Hug the Sanan.
Hug the Sanan.
Hug the Sanan.
Sanan-san. Don't listen to whatever that asshole says, alright?
Sanan-san just laughed dryly and shook his head.
He is well educated, and a skilled orator. Not only that, but he's also good with the sword. With such a gifted deputy commander, I suppose that the Shinsengumi has little need for a colonel. Especially when that colonel can't even wield a sword properly. Hey, Sanan-san!
Sanan-san left the room as Hijikata-san's voice trailed behind, echoing in the hall.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad for the guy. I mean, even the men are avoiding him these days.
What? But why?
Well, can you blame him? No matter what you say to them, he takes it the wrong way. He's always sarcastic and sour, so the warriors are intimidated and don't want anything to do with him.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, oh yes.
I might not have known any of them that well. I knew that Sanan-san had been quite well liked by the other warriors before his injury.
Hey, Ichikata-san, can't you come up with some excuse to kick that Ito bastard out? Ever since they arrived, the mood's been so bad I've been getting nightmares every night.
Aw, he doesn't say vibes anymore.
Eh.
I don't know if I prefer vibes to mood. Well, I don't know.
Eh.
The mood's been so bad I've been getting bad vibes. You know damn well I can't do that. I mean, look at the way that Kondo-san fawns over Ito-san. Besides, he brought a large force with him when he joined. You don't think they won't make a stink about it if we do something like that? Yeah, you're right. You're good for nothing, aren't you? Isn't dealing with that kind of stuff your job? You are the demon commander after all. Fine, Soji. Then how about we make you the commander? Then you can kick Ito-san and his guys out, right? No way. It's too much of a hassle. Okay, he's asking for it.
Fuck you, Okuta. The consensus was that Ito-san was not to be trusted, and no one spoke in his defense. During all of this, only one person sipped his tea quietly.
Saito-san.
Yep.
Saito-san quietly looked up as I spoke to him.
What do you think about Ito-san? I mean, about Ito-san joining, that is.
As an organization grows, it will expand to include people who have differing views and points of view.
So then...
Ideas. However, if one attempts to force this sort of diversity, then the organization will begin to rot from within.
His words were a dark omen. Oh, you
Yeah, they were.
We were short on hands, so Ito-san's presence was welcome, but his presence seemed to be a recipe for dissension, if not outright disaster.
Okay, we like the fact that you brought men, but we don't like you.
We like your men. We just don't like your face. Hold on.
Don't like the back of your face now that come to think about it.
What?
I can't wait to deal with that scene several different ways.
Oh, yeah. Anyways.
Hold on. The setting sun glowed through the windows with a warm, rich maroon, an ominous kind of beauty.
It's cold.
I came out into the yard and my body seized up due to the cold. Spring seemed far away. I wasn't too fond of Ito-san, but it was Sanan-san and his condition that truly worried me. See, I told you she was being nice, not raising her hand.
I really wish his arm would just heal.
His injured left arm was the source of the pain eating away at his heart.
Still,
It would be wonderful for Sanan-san's arm to simply start working again. Unfortunately, that seemed like the stuff of a child's fable, not real life. That was when I remembered.
Push comes to shove, he'll have to take this. He'll have to drink the water. I don't think Sanan-san's just gonna give up. Don't jinx him, Soji. It's gonna look bad if the captain started joining the Fury Corps. Joining the Corps, I think, is what he said. Actually.
Yeah.
Well,
A cat is following Chizuru around. Okita-san.
It's Okita's fault.
Yes, actually. Every time Fade with Mew, I just think Soji let some cats in, and they're being very nice, so Hichikata allows with the occasional Mew every now and again. Okita-san had mentioned that the
Well-
Shinsengumi had some secret serum. Yes?
Oh, okay.
Judging from how they spoke of it, it was an item with particular circumstances.
But
I wasn't supposed to know about the existence of that serum. If I were to look into it without approval, there was no doubt that I'd be punished. But I was the daughter of a doctor. I was fairly sure I had more knowledge on medicine than the men of the Shinsengumi did. I feel like it's returned to my room.
I feel like it is investigate.
Okay. You say investigate? What about you?
I said return to my room.
Well, one of you is right.
Of course.
The correct answer in this case is investigate.
Is it? Okay, investigate then. Whee! I mustered up the courage to look into this. But where should I investigate? My room was in the Yagi house. There were, of course, some rooms that I was not allowed to enter. Still, I learned how to navigate the area where the captains lived. There was also another building that was part of the headquarters aside from the Yagi house. Some of the leaders, along with the other warriors, lived in the Mayakawa house, diagonally across from Yagi. And Sanan-san, who was injured, had been holed up in the Nambu residence, located behind Yagi. Nambu residence. Located in the back of the Yagi residence, Sanan-san takes refuge here after suffering injuries and is later used to hide other furies. I feel like we're not supposed to learn that part yet, but okay.
Yeah.
It was a residence, so one couldn't just stroll in there casually. Since it was barely used by anyone other than Sanan-san, it was a little isolated.
let's see.
Which one?
If there were secrets being kept from me, then they had to be kept in a place I never think to check. Meaning, it would either be in the Nambu residence or the forbidden area of the Yagi house.
Hijikata's room.
So, which one is it, kiddies?
I think it's the Nanba resident.
Yagi?
The Nambu and Yagi. Well, once again, one of you is right.
I don't fucking remember.
It's the Yagi house.
Woo!
Damn.
To the Yagi house. I think I know what scene. It was night at the Yagi house and dead silent. I tiptoed down the halls as quietly as possible.
It's a full moon, and that means the demons will be out.
Oh god. Oh. Are we actually...
I think we're here.
I only remember this scene twice, not a third time. Did someone just walk into the common room? Oh, we are.
Yep.
Oh, we are.
Because I'm looking at the choices, and yeah, we are here.
Oh god. I didn't remember this happening a third time.
It happens a third time?
Apparently.
Oh no.
I would be in trouble if someone saw me, so I did my best to blend into the shadows and hide. After a few heart-pounding moments, my curiosity got the better of me.
I'm just imagining Chizu just hiding behind a lamp now.
What, like Looney Tunes style?
Looney Tunes.
Not wrong.
I left my hiding place and crept toward the common room. I peered in. Inside was Sanan-san. But somehow, something felt off. I just stood there. What was Sanan-san doing here so late at night?
Contemplating.
I was at a loss. Should I speak to him, or before I could make up my mind?
I never thought it would be you who would catch me. How unexpected.
Sanan-san gazed directly at me and muttered.
You are out there, aren't you, Yukimura-kun? Come out.
I guess he spotted me.
I sensed your spiritual pressure.
Oh my god.
Because I'm basing Sana's voice off of Captain Eisen from Bleach.
Huh?
They look so much alike. Go take a look at them.
You
not
show
wrong.
me. You show me.
Alright.
I gave up and stepped out into the open.
I'm sorry if it seemed like I was snooping.
Drink.
Frank.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, he's back.
Hi. You're late.
Oh, by the way, Gray, we are at the scene where the demons are gonna pop out at night.
no, it's not.
Fun.
Oh no, wait a minute. No, yeah, you're right. It is this one.
Okay.
Okay. So somebody in this chat already knows,
Hmm.
but here's Captain Eisen.
Huh.
Yeah, that's. Yep.
Hold on a second.
His English voice actor is Kyle Herbert, who also does greater teen Gohan, or I should say adult Gohan anyway.
No.
At least in the official dub.
Okay. Anyway, sir.
Well, I don't plan on scolding you. If you see a suspicious shadow in the middle of the night, of course you'd be curious. Like, whenever I was listening to Eisen, it was just like Zemnis, but a little bit higher in tone. So instead of going this low, I decided to bring it up to about right here.
Hmm? It was very subtle, but I noticed something was off about Sun and Sun's attitude. He had a peaceful smile, something I hadn't seen for what felt like ages. It was an expression I have never seen him wear since he'd gotten injured.
Sun, did something good happen?
I'll say I've got this crimson red liquid right here.
Oh god.
Why, yes. Something did. Or rather, I guess I finally made up my mind.
Something swished in his hand.
Sun, what is that?
Does this pique your curiosity?
After his cryptic reply, he showed me what was in his hand. Sun was holding a small vial made from fine Western-style glass. That had a completely different description. Vidro, a type of fine Western-made glass. It was filled with a crimson liquid that looked like poison.
That's not inaccurate. This is a secret treatment developed by your father Kodo under the orders from the shogunate.
What?
The shogunate ordered my father?
They say it appeared first in the West. Contents of this vial can utterly transform a person.
What do you mean by utterly transform?
Simply put, it makes them stronger, and it heightens their recuperative abilities.
It sounded like something out of a fairy tale. If such a thing were to truly exist, the serum would be considered a miracle cure, but...
There is, however, a rather serious flaw.
His smile twisted, just a little.
I suppose you could say it was too strong, but It worked as advertised, but it drove its patients mad. You've seen the results yourself, haven't you?
Uh,
What kicked off this entire story?
Of course, the night I first met the Shinsengumi. I'd seen the result of that madness.
Blood.
The white-haired monsters that Okita-san and Saito-san had killed off.
Kill. Your assumptions are correct. Yes, those warriors you met are of that ilk. They were no longer capable of rational thought and became little more than bloodthirsty monsters.
Why yawned?
His words brought a sharp chill down her spine and a yawn, apparently.
Yes!
why
She's afraid but bored.
why would such a serum...
If they lose control whenever they see blood, then they are hardly much use in battle, aren't they? No matter how powerful or unkillable they may be. Kodo conducted experiments on the Shinsengumi in order to improve this serum.
No!
Yes.
My father? Conducting experiments on human beings that made them go mad at the sight of blood? I couldn't believe it. No, I didn't want to believe it. But there was no reason for Sun and Sun to lie. When did my father really...
You know, I gotta wonder how good these cheddar and sour cream chips would be with a bowl of tomato soup.
Not me. I hate tomato soup.
I don't know if I like tomato soup.
Just straight tomato soup isn't that great.
Maybe that's...
But if it's something like tomato basil or cream of tomato, then it's fine. Anyways,
Sana-san shrugged off my disbelief and continued.
unfortunately, when he disappeared, his research was put on hold. This file here represents the fruits of my own personal research based on what he left behind.
He smiled gently as he shook the bottle. The liquid inside sloshed from side to side, almost lazily.
I've diluted it as much as possible.
I had so many questions to ask him, but I
We all
didn't even
do.
know where to start. I simply spoke the first thing that came to mind.
If you drink that, will you be alright? Can you drink that serum without going mad?
The fuck? Saw something pop up on my... Never mind, I guess. I guess it was nothing. To be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure. We're testing it out.
His smile faded.
If I take this, my arm will heal. Assuming, of course, that I've mixed it correctly.
You mean you intend to use it?
Of course.
He had no guarantee that it wouldn't simply kill him. Even if he did survive, it might well drive him insane.
Anything is better than being useless.
Sanan-san, please reconsider. I'm sure there's some other way. You don't need to rely on this.
No. I have no choice. This is the only way to heal this damnable arm. I'm already useless here. Even the men have begun to speak ill of me behind my back. You would never understand. I came all this way from Edo alongside my comrades, all of us, to determine our goals. And now I'm left to rot, given a position out of pity, and left to wallow in my own uselessness.
How could you say it's pity? You're a leader here. The Shinsengumi respects and needs you now more than ever.
Sana-san's eyes filled with melancholy as he flashed a brief smile.
Yes, I remember it well. I am swordsman of the Shinsengumi, yes? That's what they need me to be, isn't it?
He kicked himself for saying that so hard.
I did no such thing because I'm sitting Indian style.
I'm all crisscross applesauce.
Uh-huh.
Same.
Okay.
Pretzel
Don't
style.
don't sit on it for too long. You'll start to get stuff on your feet.
The only thing I'm hungry for is to be allowed to be heat cut. Never.
Sana-san seemed bitterly focused on the words Hijikata-san said earlier.
I must go through life as a walking corpse now that I'm dead. If I must go through life as a walking corpse now that I'm dead as a swordsman. That is structured weirdly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Then let me die as a person as well.
No.
Yes. It's the only choice I have. It's not certain to fail. The odds of success aren't as terrible as you think.
Sana-san smiled as he said that, but it was impossible to know if he'd successfully prepared for it or not. Considering the worst that could happen, I couldn't sit by and allow him to do this.
What do y'all
Persuade him.
think? I heard persuade,
Scream.
and fade is deafened. Well, one of you is right.
Again.
Persuade him!
Yes!
Yay, you got it right.
I know what the scream is. I know who it's for. and I
Yeah,
don't want
Scream
to
is so too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't particularly feel like screaming Okita right now.
I still don't think you should take that serum. If it succeeds, your arm might heal, yes. But there's a higher chance that it'll fail, right? If the others knew that you were doing this, they would all try and stop you.
Well, then it's a good thing the others aren't here. I am sure Todo-kun would be greatly disappointed. He is a good man.
I thought at first that he was beginning to reconsider. My faint hope was shattered at his resigned words.
Should I perish? Please, give my regards to Todo-kun.
Ow.
What?
I'm really am in hell now to be pitied even by the likes of you.
Those were his last words. He suddenly gulped down the red liquid stored in the fine glass bottle. The bottle slipped from Sana-san's hands and shattered into 1,000 tiny shards. A scarlet drop oozed down from the corner of his lip. Sana-san crumpled to the floor.
Sana-san!
I tried to run to him, but he held out a hand to stop me. He groaned in agony, gripping his chest over his heart. It was clear he was suffering.
Hang in there. I'll go get someone right now.
I took a step forward, about to place my hand gently on his back.
Yeah.
His right arm whipped out, almost too fast to see. I slammed into the wall. My vision.
That was Cheeser.
Yep.
I know, but I feel like he would be panting as well.
My vision went blurry for a moment. I desperately tried to look up. Just in time to see San-San's hand reaching for my throat.
What are you laughing at? That laugh I did?
We'll never know. His right hand closed around my throat. The hand around my throat was San-San's, but the man behind it was someone else. Its white hair glistened in the dim light.
San is not here right now.
No. His bright, mad red eyes flashed through his bangs. I knew those eyes. His eyes were the eyes of a predator, not a man. I saw eyes just like...
Leave my Sharpedo out of this.
What?
My Sharpedo's name is Predator.
Oh my god. You named it Predator.
Uh-huh.
Oh god. I saw eyes just like these the night I arrived in Kill. Those creatures in the alley, drenched in blood. Monsters. As he choked me, I desperately tried to keep breathing. No, this wasn't a monster. This was San-San. He was still the man I knew. San-San. I called his name. Suddenly, the fingers around my neck loosened.
Yeah.
I could breathe again.
Cough, cough, wheeze, wheeze.
My legs gave out and I gasped for air through a throat still red with his handprint. I caught sight of San-San, sight blurry from tears, his hair shining bright white. However...
Well, I see I failed. Perhaps I'm not as lucky as I thought.
In the depths of those red eyes, there was a faint glimmer of reason. San-San, are you back?
It would appear so.
Oh my.
Yukimura-kun. Oh.
No, that's an error.
Wow. Yukimura-kun, I have a favor to ask you. Please, kill me while you have the chance.
What? His words weren't registering in my head, and I could do nothing but look into his eyes.
I failed. I can already feel my mind starting to go. At this rate, I will kill you.
No! In this moment, memories of when I'd first arrived in Kyo and of the Ikeda Inn flashed before me. I witnessed so many deaths. I'd come to terms with the fact that taking life was a part of their duties. But never could I imagine killing someone with my own hands. Least of all, San-San's. No, I can't do it! You're still you, San-San!
And that was a favor for him, actually.
Yep.
What's this? In spite of everything? Even so, I am telling you to kill me!
Just kill yourself. Oh my god. If you're so worried about it, just
Senpuku.
well, he'd have to stab himself through the heart now. But yeah.
Yeah.
He could arrange a bed of like swords or whatever, and then just like fucking fall on top of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
I mean, that'd be a guarantee, right?
Faye, did you try to spell pasta?
And fail.
Sana-san shouted at me and grabbed me by the collar. His red eyes flickered. Sana-san struggled with his remaining willpower to fend off the madness boiling inside of him.
If you don't kill me, then you will die here. I know you are only here by chance, and I am sorry that I must ask you to do this.
He's so improved from how he was in the original translation. I can't get over it.
Yes. His right hand slid off my throat, and I felt it land on the hilt of my kodachi. What was he doing? As I stood there confused, Sana-san's fingers wrapped around the handle and began to pull. Oh no. No! I realized what he meant to do.
Yes.
And I felt ice creep up my spine.
And a yawn.
Sana-san, please, you can't!
I tried with all my might to pry his arm away and prevent him from drawing my sword, but...
A serum will made the task much harder, but a blade in my heart will render me as dead as any other man.
I can't.
You must kill me.
Reason was leaving him. He spoke in starts and stops now, as tendrils of madness pulled him under.
Please, let me die.
My sword... My sword was
Why
now...
do you... What? What's funny?
I had a funny mental association.
Oh.
Oh.
Funny what?
Mental association.
My sword was now completely drawn, and he pointed it towards his chest over his heart.
Sana-san!
Just as the white, shining tip of the blade was about to pierce his heart...
Oh man. Well, guess throwing away the bubble wrap.
Yeah. Because that first one didn't register.
It will not.
What happened?
How Discord hates loud things.
Oh,
Sometimes...
You think
I
you
have
can...
Dang it.
Sana-san screamed in anguish, dropping the sword he was gripping.
Sana-san?
What just happened? Sana-san collapsed to the floor.
Sana-san! Hang in there! Sana-san!
I ran over to him and rushed to check his pulse. He was still breathing. He only lost consciousness. This alone gave me a great feeling of relief, and suddenly the door behind me slid open. Oh no! Here they come!
Here come the boys.
I rushed to look back when...
Boys are back in town.
Chizuru-chan. Sana-san.
Okita-san. Sana-san, he's...
Okita-san had a cold expression.
Did you move?
His eyes narrowed and I saw them flick around the room. from Sanan-san's limp body to myself to the shattered vial. Okita-san's mouth tightened and he bent down to lift Sanan-san off the floor.
When you drink that stuff, supposedly your body just can't handle it. Hurts like hell and you start to lose it. He probably could have taken it, just passed out.
Oh.
After finding out that it wasn't life-threatening, I felt a pang of relief.
Oh. Well. Why did you bring one of these cats in here? Well, the real pain comes later. We can't afford for Sanan-san to die just yet, so we'll make sure he hangs in there.
His tone was surprisingly detached. Okita-san picked up Sanan-san before leaving the room.
Come on, big guy, let's go.
Once they left, exhaustion got up to me. I collapsed to the floor, slumping into myself.
Hey, she turned hella slump.
What? I had finally tapped into the secrets of the Shinsengumi. I had learned something I should have remained ignorant of.
Yes.
Fear and confusion rendered me unable to think, but that fact alone was carved deep into my heart. After Sanan-san collapsed, the captains rushed into the room. They must have heard the commotion.
No shit.
I was in a daze. I thought they might be saying something to me, but none of their words stuck in my ears, and I stumbled back to my room. Suddenly, I heard Okita-san speak.
Seriously? You know, you could be a real pain.
Okita-san had taken me back to my room, and I heard him as soon as he opened the door for me.
Time for you to explain what happened. Why were you in there with Sanan-san?
Okita-san was never particularly pleasant to me, but his tone was even harsher than usual.
I felt like there was someone there. I was curious, so I had a look. I found Sanan-san in the common room.
Okita-san gave a non-committal response, and he just scanned me. My mind had cleared somewhat, but it was still difficult to string words together.
Is it true that my father had something to do with that serum Sanan-san drank?
Who entered?
Isaac.
The snore. Sorry for falling asleep last night.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was so tired. I couldn't work today because my back's still killing me. And I have to do a lot of lifting, so they didn't want me there.
Do you feel better?
Because it's technically, it makes them, because of the heavy lifting, if I hurt myself more, they wouldn't want to be responsible.
Did Sanan-san tell you that?
He said it makes you stronger, but it drives you mad.
He fixed his eyes wearily on the ceiling above us, but eventually answering my question.
You are the daughter of the man who made that stuff. And you've seen the men who go insane. I suppose you do have a right to know, you know. Just a little. So, I really wish we could just kill you.
His manner of speaking was far removed from his usual joking self. This time, it felt like he truly meant it. He could kill me at any time. I nodded, the reality of my situation impressing itself on me once again.
So, you got any questions about the serum? I suppose I can answer one.
I desperately searched for the words.
Why did the Shinsengumi get involved in something like this?
Our job is to crack down on outlaw Ronin, but excuse me, you know that doing so isn't easy, right?
Amongst the Ronin, there were many who were actually quite skilled. When I was on rounds, I saw many such men fighting and dueling amongst themselves. Since they carried swords, any fight with them had the potential for bloodshed. In the worst case scenario, one could lose one's life.
When we started out, we were really short on men. No one knew about us, and we couldn't pay that well either. We didn't have many people asking to join. Those that did were pretty disappointing. Excuse me. There was some guy from the Shogunate. Then some guy from the Shogunate appeared and offered to make us part of this experiment.
An experiment. That must have been what San-san was referring to.
So, you knew what the side effects were, and you still made them take it?
I couldn't believe it. Anyone could tell at a glance that this medicine was suspicious.
We didn't make them take it. It was their choice.
Yeah, it's a shitty choice. It was take it or die.
Yep.
You see, Shinsengumi has this thing called the Code of Conduct.
Code of Conduct. Shinsengumi regulations that were to be strictly obeyed, as the penalty for disobedience was honorable suicide. It was also referred to as the Code.
The code.
The Code.
The code.
It's a shitty code, but a code it is.
It's a set of rules we employ to keep everyone in line. Oh, what's this? Yeah, basically. If you break them, we make you cut yourself open.
Cut yourself open?
Yeah. Why are you so surprised? The only way a warrior can own up to something is by committing ritual suicide.
Traditionally, when samurai disgraced themselves, they drove their swords into their bellies.
Yeah, take a look at Lobster Lord and Conquest.
God damn it.
Legit, why?
He does it though.
I know he
He
does.
does. He does, but he honestly, he's not even that extra for a samurai. Most samurai are way more extra.
Except for the hair. Have you seen that hair though?
The hair is meant to mimic. The hair is meant to mimic the horse hair on some traditional kabuki, which is just helmets.
I thought such traditions were obsolete, and that now the worst they did was pretend to cut themselves open with a fan. Do the Shinsengumi still follow this custom?
Everyone did. Ritual suicide is so common, Cheezer.
Cheezer is also sheltered, so it was hard to wrap my head around it.
They're gonna die anyways. Don't you think it makes more sense for them to save some face and make themselves useful one last time?
Meow.
We gave them a choice. Kill yourself or drink the serum.
Meow.
Why are you meowing?
I swear, you're just letting these cats do whatever the fuck they want. They should be pitied, truly.
I couldn't think of anything to say. Ritual suicide was sure to end in death, whereas drinking the serum might offer them a chance at life. The men that Technically?
I was gonna say technically not. Technically, they're not alive anymore. They're undead because they're vampires. But we're not gonna get into that. They don't know that.
Yeah. The men that I'd encountered that winter night had their last thoughts as men been hoped they might survive the madness. It sounded horrible.
Something that makes you strong and hard to kill should be something really great, right?
Stab.
In the end, though, they end up all that strong. We could easily kill them all.
In a moment, I was taken back to that faithful night when Okita-san dispatched the warriors with white hair without any effort.
He didn't. Saito
He
did.
really did it. I was gonna say.
It was literally
It's Saito.
Okita even complains.
Yeah,
Okita
Okita's
even
sick
complains
bed.
that. No, Okita even complains that Saito didn't let him get the kill.
Yeah, Saito just went and did it. No thoughts. Just go. And Okita was just like, I wanted to kill them.
Ah, I had my eyes on that one. Then you should be quicker next time with your sword than with your mouth.
Okita. The fun one.
Yes.
Saito.
I think that's the quip that Saito would have with it is, then you should be quicker with your sword than with your mouth.
Saito's just like, I'm just literally just doing my job. I don't enjoy killing people, unlike you homicidal fuck.
Wait. Now that I think about that, Okita and Perry in a room together.
No.
Oh god.
No.
Why?
No.
Midget.
Denied.
Why?
I mean, they look at them like
Crazy best
Denied.
friends.
Actually, I think they might actually get along, yeah.
Yeah.
They would enable each other, they'd get on like a house on fire, and that would not be good. For Toshi, for Xander.
it's strange to think that I see them as kind of like Joker and Harley Quinn like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, except not romantic.
Yeah. Just a dynamic, I guess. Anyway.
You want to know something else that the girl has? She's got a great personality. He's actually referring to her chest. I wonder what's going to happen to Sana-san.
Yeah.
I looked away, processing what Okita-san had said. I was worried too. Was Sana-san alright? Would he change? My stomach was twisting itself into knots. Wish. It's morning.
That was me with an ADHD medication I took many years ago.
Eh?
It also made me sleepy as fuck.
Oh. And so the long night came to an end finally.
It appears the capital was spared the chaos.
Fuck off. The captains of the Shinsengumi gathered in the common room. Not all of them, but some of them.
Avengers, assemble!
The ones that Hijikata likes.
Yes.
Alright, everyone, don't worry. Hardest part for him is over.
The room collectively breathed a sigh of relief.
Ah. So, how is San-san?
The cats are still here.
God damn it, Okita. He's still asleep. He looks peaceful. Has Sana-san gone crazy like the others, or?
Inoue-san simply shook his head.
Mm-mm. We won't know for sure until he wakes up. For now, he looks just like he always has.
Suddenly, the door slid open. Ito-san
Whoa.
walked in.
Oh no.
Ah, Ohio gozaimasu, everyone. How is everybody doing?
Death.
Oh, shit, Ito. That wasn't the warm welcome I expected. My, you all look rather glum. I take it nothing has happened? Well, if it isn't obvious that it's because we're having to see your face first thing in the morning. My, Nagakura, you're such a jokester.
Ito-san dismissed Nagakura-san's snide remark and turned to face the standing warriors.
Come now, why the long faces, everyone? Is it possible it has something to do with the events of that happened last night? No,
Kono-san's eyes desperately darted around the room as if looking for someone to offer an excuse.
I played that perfectly for that. No, Sano, make something up. Me? What, me? What? You see, yesterday... You make a miserable actor. Both of you keep your mouths shut. No, I seriously think that Okita would have told both of them to shut up. How about you leave the explaining to someone who can string more than 2 words together, hmm? The more than 2 words also helps it out.
Why is this my favorite Soji line so far?
How about you leave the explaining to someone who can string more than 2 words together, hmm?
Okita-san turned to Saito-san expectantly, and the latter spoke up at once.
As you may have heard, Deputy Commander Ito, an incident occurred last night here at headquarters. My, an incident, you say? Yes. However, we have yet to assume a real grasp on the situation. Attempting to give you an explanation would only cause undue confusion. If you wish, I would be happy to provide you with a more detailed report this evening. I see. I understand. I shall look forward to hearing the details, Saito-san-kun. Very well. Good day to you all.
Adios.
Bye, bitch.
Ito-san easily accepted the explanation and promptly excused himself. I almost said execution.
Execution.
She would execution himself.
Saito's so good at bullshit.
Yes.
Seems like you let us off easy.
What do you mean?
Go for it. I want to see this.
Okay,
You said you
Thank
wanted
you.
to, so.
I do. Ito has his wits about him. We shouldn't have let him see us all together. The only man missing was Samin. It won't take Ito long to realize something's happened to him.
Oh.
Ito-san had likely guessed at what took place, but decided not to press the issue. I looked up at the sudden sound of the door sliding open.
Party in the common room!
It was... Party at Kevin's house!
God damn it! Why?
It was San-san.
San-san!
Don't stare at me like I'm some kind of monster. Sanan-san, should you be up and about? I'm only a little drained and sore. A sided effect of the serum, I suppose. Those who have taken it can often find activity during daylight hours to be especially taxing.
Sanan-san looked a little pale, but it didn't look too difficult for him to stand and speak. But if it was hard for him to move during the day...
I am no longer a human being.
Those words sunk heavily into our hearts. Even the captains fell silent at his solemn admission. Despite that...
Oh, Sanan-san! I'm so glad that you're alive!
He actually calls him Sanin-kun.
He does? I thought Sanan was older.
No.
Sanin is older, but Kondo is in a superior position of power, so he calls him Sanin-kun.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sanan-kun! I'm so glad you're alive! That's good enough for me!
Kondo-san stood and grabbed Sanan-san's shoulders tightly.
I can see the waterworks on
Tears welled in
Kondo.
his beaming eyes. Dad!
There it is!
He cries. He cries.
He cries like Armstrong whenever he hears about what happened with the Elrics from his two subordinates.
Oh god damn it. Why is that perfect?
Yes.
I love Kondo. I love him. He's such a good boy.
I gave him Patrick Seitz's voice.
I just nicknamed him Dad.
He is dad. He's cheeky.
I mean, Okita tries to make it weird by calling me daddy, but I just let him because it makes him
Shut
happy.
No.
There's a
No.
line. We
You
do
can
not
see,
cross.
no, you can see it though, right?
No,
No.
I can't.
There is a line we do not cross, midget, and you have crossed that line.
Although it does remind me of a Konhiji comic where young Soji is like, I heard you calling him daddy. And Yuji Kanda's like, no.
What did you just say, Soji? You heard what I said? You call him daddy and he calls you mommy?
God damn it.
God damn it, what do you want? You know what I want.
I want to take my ears out.
This is just Okita's roundabout way of trying to get to his haiku book.
Oh god.
I blame midget for everything now.
Back off, Soji.
Look. So, how's your arm? Is it healed? I haven't fully recovered yet, so I would withhold any final judgment, but it is feeling a little better.
He lifted his left arm, the arm that before had hung limp at its side. He flexed it, opened, and closed it. It didn't look any
Open.
different than before his
Close.
injury.
Open. Close. Open.
Don't you take after my namesake on Friends. I know he would say some shit like that.
What?
Joey Tribbiani. It seems I have to have healed. At least, it's no longer a hindrance.
Thank goodness.
Confetti, it's a parade.
In spite of the chaos from last night, his wish to use his arm once more came true. However...
Speaking of chaos last night.
Wait. I just had this thought. What if, like, there's a little bit of commentary going on with Hijikata's sword during all this?
No!
What?
Midget.
I think I just made Greg just suddenly turn into heavy breathing.
Is that true, Gray?
I love Kane-san. Kane-san is...
So in other words, yes. You can't go out in the sun though, right? Will you still be able to fight with us?
To this, Sana-san was quick to respond.
No. I have an idea. Tell everyone I died.
Nani?
That's what Nakakura said.
None.
What?
Was that supposed to be Nagakura?
Yeah, it says Nakakura.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? From now on, I manage the Furies to remind them and us that success is possible. What they ought to do is just like find where Kazuma is and just like set him up with an IV so that way they can just drain his blood whenever they feel the need.
Oh, Jesus.
He'll turn into a raisin, but at least, you know, they can stave off the madness.
Oh, God.
Son, have you lost your mind?
Yes.
Do you know what you're saying? He is not... What is a volume control with Nakakura right now?
None!
Of course I do. Do you, Nakakura? The Shogun ordered us to keep the serum a secret. If I die, then the Shogun's secret remains so. Besides, if the side effects can be managed or even possibly removed, then what reason do we have not to use it?
No one spoke up. I was sure that deep in their hearts everyone wanted to stop him. But...
We were given this task by the Shogun himself. I suppose this is our only choice. Well, if this is what you asked for, well, this is what you asked for, San. Besides, you're not the type to listen either. You're one to talk, Okita. Huh. You know me very well, don't you? You couldn't have been more accurate. Shut up, Amazon!
Ichikata-san finally spoke in a half murmur, something close to bitterness in his eyes.
Means we can't put off moving to a new location any longer. If we're going to hide Sanin from Ito and his men, we need more space. This place won't cut it.
I concur. If we intend to continue research on the serum, then a move is even more urgent.
Alright, everyone. I know none of you got much sleep, but we need to attend to business. Yukimura, you go back to your room. I know you didn't sleep much.
All the people in this room, yeah?
Understood. Please excuse me.
I bowed to everyone and left the common room. I was honestly happy that Sansan was safe. However, a whole flurry of new concerns had arisen. Learning of my father's horrible work, what would become of me? Would I be safe? Such thoughts buzzed in my head as I walked back to my room.
You almost said dorm.
Yes. I did.
Her dorm.
Dorm.
Where she lives, on campus.
Now would be about the time that the American Civil War would be wrapping up.
Okay.
May 1865.
And then shortly, not too long after, President Lincoln is shot and killed.
Spring had passed, and due to the reforming of the calendar, the year went from the 2nd of Ganji to the 1st of Kale. 3 months had passed since we'd moved the headquarters to Nishihonwanji. Headquarters. After leaving Mibu, the Shinsengumi relocated their headquarters to the Nishihonwanji Temple, also referred to as the compound.
There's a lot more room, but...
More room meant, well, farther to walk. I'd walk through it every day, and I was finally beginning to learn my way around. As I turned a corner near the back of the compound, I caught sight of someone sitting in the shadows.
There you are, Sana-san. Your meal's ready.
Oh, it's you. Thank you.
The snow and cherry blossoms had faded, and now summer was here. Sana-san and I exchanged smiles, and I held out my hands to let the breeze brush across them.
It's really gotten warm lately.
Yes. It has. Unfortunately, the increased sunshine has been more unpleasant for me than the heat.
Really?
I didn't think the sun was particularly strong that day.
Haruka just pipes up from out of nowhere. Thank you! Also, I'm sorry this happened to you.
But the sun must have been awfully bright. The night Sun took the serum, his hair had turned white and his eyes had shone with a thirst for blood. Sanan Kesuke. He was officially recorded as deceased, but he, in fact, drank the water of life and became a Fury. He is in command of the Fury Corps.
What a great recap.
Yep.
Yippee! I think Grace still wondering how he would sound exactly like him. Grace, still there?
Hey, guess what? Ad void.
Oh, goody.
No, wait. I'm watching it on the Discord. I'm safe.
Yeah, but for the actual stream itself.
Not
Yeah.
everybody in chat. But looking at his peaceful smile now made it hard to imagine such a night was real. If someone told me it was all a bad dream, I might have believed it.
It was a nightmare. You're fine.
It wasn't a dream, though, and now Sana-san spent his days hiding from others. He could no longer go out in the light of day. For just a moment, the sun lit on Sana-san's hair. I wasn't sure if it was a trick of the light, but in that moment his hair was a brilliant white.
Is something the matter? You look as though you've seen a ghost, which I hardly feel is polite.
I mean...
What? No, nothing at all.
He looked perfectly normal now. Surely, I thought, I must have simply imagined it. Even so, there was no denying that he was the same man who had gone mad with bloodlust. The fear of the night cast a shadow over my heart. Hesuke-kun and I briskly made our way through the streets of Kyo. Hesuke's back.
Yay!
They were crowded as usual. Oh, you know what time it is?
You know, I haven't gone out on patrol with you in quite a while, Hesuke-kun.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess not. Edo had me pretty busy. So, how was it while I was gone? Shin and Sano didn't bug you while I was gone, did they?
Everything was fine, and they were kind to me.
Ah, that's good. So, any updates on your dad? Did you find any leads?
None at all.
Aww. Well, yeah, kind of what I thought. I did stop by at your house in Edo, but, well, with no signs of anyone returning. Seriously, I wonder where he went.
The somberness of Hesuke-kun's expression started to rub off on me.
And he noticed, he's like, but never mind that, I'm sure we'll find him.
Oh, thank you for taking the time to look anyway.
Drink! Yay!
Yay. Drink.
I hadn't drank since before Sonnen became a Fury. And I only did that just so that way it could, like, be also me drinking from the water of life.
Oh.
There's nothing to thank me for. I mean, the fact that you're not allowed to come and go as you please is completely our fault.
Hesuke-kun?
Hesuke-kun stopped himself mid-sentence. Ever since he returned from Edo, he looked glum.
Hey, Hesuke-kun? How about you? It's been a while since you were in Kyo. Does it seem different from Edo?
Well, I sort of feel like the town has changed. So have the people.
I wondered what was going through his head. Lots of complicated shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heisuke's politics have been changed.
Complicated. Had something happened to him in Edo? It felt a little strange. Hesuke-kun's head jerked up slightly and he looked across the street. He waved over.
Oh, hey! Soji! Find anything over there?
I'm sorry, I heard two ois at the same time.
Oh!
It kind of cut out between the one, so it sounded like two.
No, it sounded like two because I could hear Hesuke actually.
Oh.
So I heard you and Hesuke.
Yeah,
Basically-
you're Heisuke saying oi.
So basically, you just heard Hesuke.
Yes.
Soji, find anything over there? Ah, everything's normal.
Okita-san was on a patrol as well, although his route took him through a different part of the city.
Well, for now, normal for now at least. I'm sure things will change sure things will pick up once the Shogun gets here.
The Shogun's coming to visit Kyo?
Yeah, it's got Kondo-san all worked up too. Kondo-san really respects Iomochi-sama. Emoji.
I see. I hope it turns out well. Right, Hesuke-kun?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I bet he is.
Hmm? Something had really gotten into him. I glanced at Okita-san to see if he noticed anything.
No. Because he's kind of busy casually dying.
Ah, yes, casually dying.
Okita-san, are you alright?
I'm fine. I think I just caught a cold.
Liar.
Yoink.
I see. Please take care of yourself.
Hey, it's me.
I have medicine to treat colds, so I'll give you some when we return.
All I need is just a bottle of sake and I'll be good to go.
Bad Soji.
That's definitely Soji.
Yeah, but she said bad Soji.
Oh.
Yeah, but also at the same time, that is Soji. Oh yeah? Ah, thanks. I guess even you can come in handy sometimes.
Well, that's supposed to mean.
I don't want to kill her nearly as much as I used to. Hmm?
What's the matter?
Hold on.
Okita-san's eyes looked past me, and suddenly something caught his attention off to the side.
Get out of my way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean, no?
The sun is in my eyes!
The sun?
Yes, the sun!
The sun, it burns.
Ah, yes, in the introduction of this brat.
Yes.
Stop it. Let me go.
Ah, come on, you little tot. We just want to have a fun with ya. We're patriots, fighting every day to kick out those damn foreigners out of our country. Why am I sounding Australian, but it works? You owe us a little booze.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
I don't know, but I just kept going with it.
You're in with it so hard.
Midget. Why?
I think it's because of the fact that in the all day yesterday, before the stream, I was watching the Pacific, and a good portion of that takes you to Melbourne, Australia.
I mean, I guess that would be that.
Patriot, a person who devotes themselves to their country, sometimes going so far as to give their life in the process.
Why don't you guys accosting that girl do that?
Across the street, a group of Ronin were harassing a young girl.
Okita-san, Hesuke-kun!
I already saw it. I'm on it. I see them. Stay here.
But Okita-san got to them first.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I guess patriots aren't just what they used to be with men like you throwing that title around.
The usual crowd shuffled away from Okita-san and the men as quickly as they could.
Everyone sees the Shinsengumi Blues are like, shit.
Walk away fast. The Ronin. Eh?
Even the Ronin are saying that too.
This makes me imagine a bunch of Ronin aggressively fast walking away from the Shinsengumi.
They're walking as if they have to take a shit really bad.
They're like power walking.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
The Ronin's eyes
found-
found Okita-san's jacket and they stiffened.
You're one of them Shinsengumi fellas, ain't ya? Why do you have cats around you? Ah, so you must be the one with the brains. So, tell me, Chief, what's it gonna be?
His lips curled
All
into
the time I see this big grin on him.
his lips curled into a predatory smile as his hand gripped his sword. That's spot on, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't pretend you don't like it.
So many of these CGs should be so much bloodier than they actually end up being.
Yeah. There was no mirth in that grin, and the Rona's face grew much paler.
You know what I think? I think Buford's going to jail. You're right. And then they take off.
Their moods were not totally deflated yet, as their ringleader made one more attempt.
Just puffs up his chest. Damn it, get out of here, you shogunate dog. Just get out of here.
The sight of two Shinsengumi Blue Jackets standing shoulder to shoulder was enough to deter the men.
Screw you guys!
The loss of the color drained from their faces, and they turned tail and ran.
I'll remember this! They're gonna just run away at the sight of us, and they should never have picked a fight in the first place.
Are you not going to arrest them?
Nah. And charge them with what? Pretty extreme, don't you think?
I didn't really mean it like that. Excuse me. Thank you for saving me.
Does not count because it's not the main character.
My name is Nagumo Kaoru. Nagumo Kaoru, a girl the protagonist saves while on patrol with Okita and Todo. She bears a striking resemblance to the protagonist. Really? Now you say that now? Because it's about to happen.
Right there is my Kyber Light lightsaber.
Eh?
Oh, that's nice.
I know, right?
That's good.
I'm a big fan of cross guards.
Cross guards are nice.
The girl gave us a quick bow. She was so refined, so ladylike. Even dressed like a girl, I doubted I could ever be as elegant as her. I'd only just begun to feel sorry for myself when suddenly my arm was grabbed and I was pulled to the side.
Come here, you.
Okita-san?
Okay. You? Now calm down. Come here and stand next to her.
Huh?
Just do it.
He put me next to the girl we just rescued, then stepped back to stroke his chin thoughtfully.
That's what I thought.
Okita-san?
What should I do?
I think this is the first time we've actually seen her on screen like this.
Yes.
Yeah. The girl gave me a peaceful smile, unbothered by the situation.
She knows.
Her smile was beautiful, but
She
there was
knows.
something about it that seemed odd. She seemed familiar.
Where you think she looks familiar is called a mirror. Just as I thought. They look just like each other. Really?
Like each other?
That's when I finally realized. She was identical to what I saw in the mirror.
What the fuck did I just say? Really? I don't think they look alike at all. Hesuke.
Hesuke, my dear boy.
I'm gonna have to teach you about women one of these days. They're practically identical. Dress the kid up like a girl and you wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Or you could dress the girl up into a guy. Either way, it wouldn't matter.
Oh, the irony in that.
Okita-san.
Why do you think I said it?
Okita-san, you're embarrassing your friend. I had to say something, but what? Perhaps you saw through my confusion, or perhaps it was something else. I wish to thank you properly, but I'm afraid you've caught me in the middle of an important errand. Yeah. Please forgive my lack of manners.
And
I hope I will be able to repay you soon, Okita-san of the Shinsengumi.
Yeah, you're gonna turn me into a demon, aren't you?
Not in this route.
Nope. With that, the mysterious girl disappeared into the crowds of Kyo.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.
Hey. Oh no. Hey. Looks like she's got the hots for you, Soji.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, Hesuke. Is that what you really think? Got a long way to go before you're at Sano's level. Dude! What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Their back and forth continued, but my mind was elsewhere. I dropped my gaze to a puddle at my feet. Staring back at me was a young girl who looked just like me.
And they look so much alike they could be mistaken as twins.
Kaoru, huh? Wind caught the surface of the puddle, sending a flurry of ripples across it.
Come on, let's get moving!
I'm coming.
I turned my eyes away from the puddle and rushed after Hesuke-kun and Okita-san. Whoosh. The common room at the temple was much larger than the one at the previous compound. It was so large, in fact, that the entire Shinsengumi could gather with space to spare. Golden-san's voice echoed grandly as he spoke, standing in front of the many warriors assembled before him.
By now, I imagine you've all heard that Tokugawa Iemochi is the 14th Tokugawa shogun will be visiting Kyo.
Tokugawa Iemochi, the 14th Tokugawa shogun. He married Emperor Komei's sister in support of imperial unification, and he was popular with the emperor and the vassals. That's all.
The Shinsengumi have been asked to guard him as he passes through the city on his way to Nijo Castle.
Nijo Castle, a castle built by the Tokugawa shogunate to house the shogun while he was in Kyo.
Shinsengumi guarding the shogun? Wow, that is one big promotion. I'm sorry, too hard for them to ignore us after Ikeda and Hamaguri, huh? Our work's finally paying off.
Hamaguri, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could say the fate of the country will be resting on our swords. That's exactly it. You guys better be ready for it. Too slow!
Jesus Christ.
Damn you!
Can you please decide who's actually gonna do it?
Please let it be me.
Fuck it.
I'm begging you.
Gray. I'm giving it,
What?
giving it to Gray.
That's exactly it. You guys better be ready for it.
Guarding the shogun. That's one big role. That is one big role. Ah, indeed. If only San was alive. He would have been happy. So happy. He busts into the room full transformation. What the fuck did you just say, you little shit? How truly dreadful to have lost such an ally.
Ito-san dabbed at his eyes with his sleeve. Oh, God.
Oh. Those are
Ito-san.
crocodile tears.
Yeah, Ito-san and his followers were told Sanenzan had died. In fact, the entire incident surrounding his transformation had been covered up. Only a few of the men in the Shinsengumi knew the truth.
Ito-san. Ito-kun. I think performing the job given to us by the Shogun is what Sana-san would have wanted.
ええ、分かっていますわ。
Ah, yes, I understand.
私たちの名を天下に広く知らしめる絶好
That
の
is,
機会です。
this is an excellent opportunity for us to thrust our name into the forefront of the masses.
Hmm.
ともあれ、これから忙しくなりますな。
Things are going to get pretty hectic soon. We ought to get our assignments hashed out. To begin, I'd like to take Soji, and myself to...
待ってくれ、近藤さん。
はい。
掃除
Sorry,
の
Kondo.
外してやってくれねえか。
Maybe Soji can spit this one out.
なぜ
Hmm? Why is that?
なんでも風が治らない。
Seems like he hasn't recovered.
養生しろって散々言ってるのによ。
What just happened?
I don't know, I'm just, like, touching the top of my mic. Don't ask me
Give me-
why.
Greg
I was gonna ask
completely-
why, but never mind.
Greg completely cut out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna disconnect and then reconnect. I'll be right back. I'm having issues.
Okay.
Seems like he hasn't recovered from his cold.
What? What?
You
I
tried so
think
hard.
he missed it.
What the?
Fade was just completely oblivious as to what was going on.
What the? Fuck? What happened?
Seems like he hasn't recovered from his cold. I've repeatedly told him to take care of it.
本当か
What?
大丈夫なのか、ソジ。
Soji, is this true? Are you alright?
大した風邪じゃないの。
Ah, the demon's just being a mother hen, sir. I think I'm fine.
何言ってやがるんだ。さっきも咳してたぞ。
Crap. You just about coughed up a lung or
それ。
Ah, is that your excuse to sell me your medicine?
何を言われて
I'm not buying any of the Ishida medicinal powder.
そんなんじゃねえよ。いいから
that's not what I'm trying to do. Just shut up and follow my.
I gave Okita-san some pretty strong medicine not too long ago. Had it not been effective? Or maybe he didn't have a cold but was inhaling dust from the lack of cleaning here? Then suddenly someone raised his hand.
平介、どうしたんだい
Oh, what's the matter, Hesuke? Something on your mind?
あのさ、近藤さん。
Kondo-san, I'm not feeling so great either.
なんだ
You too, Hesuke?
気をつけろ
You should take care of yourself.
せっかくの晴れ舞台。全員揃って家持ち子をお迎えしたから
This is our time to shine. I was hoping to have all of us there to greet the Shogun. But I guess your health comes first. Yeah, sorry.
ああ、いや、せめて
Oh, no. Your health comes first. I feel like there was an echo in the room somehow.
いずれまた機会があるだろう
Sochi, did you let in another cat?
存分に働いてもらいたい。
I'm sure you'll have another chance. I just have to make sure you get to do something spectacular.
Kondo-san and Hijikata-san continued to discuss their formation, but
What?
suddenly Hijikata-san turned to me.
そういや、雪村。
Okay.
お前はどうする
Yukimura, what are you going to do?
ほうけてるんじゃねえよ。お前は
Don't
警
give me
護
that.
に参
I'm
加する
asking
の
if you're coming with us or not.
I can go too?
無論構わんとも。
Of course, we certainly won't mind.
君も今や
After all, you are practically one of us now. If you want, I'd love to have you come.
Could I? Could I really go?
Yes, of course, that's exactly what we said.
I hesitated for a moment, confused, and saw that Okita-san was grinning my way.
Hey, hot stuff, come over here with us.
そんなに危険もなさそうだしね。
She would only say that just to fluster her. And you know it.
And you know that Haruka is just staring daggers at him.
Of course she is. She should be.
He just suddenly jerks up. Why do I feel like I have the pain of 1,000 daggers sticking in me right now? Oh, right, Kasan. Why don't you go? Doesn't seem too dangerous either.
長州藩士は
Yeah, the Choshu domain can't come in or out of I almost said Tokyo.
God.
I know that's what it eventually becomes, but that's not what it is right now.
No, it's not. You're thinking of Edo.
Edo becomes
Yeah,
Tokyo?
Edo is Tokyo.
Yeah, Kyoto.
I
still
thought it
Edo
was
is
Kyoto.
Tokyo.
No, Kyoto's still Kyoto.
Kyoto's still Kyoto. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Choshu domain can't come in or out of Kyoto, so I'm sure there'll be no fights.
What should I do?
Well, I have the answer.
I was a little concerned about joining, given that I wasn't a warrior, but I was feeling emotionally strained, with no leads of my father turning up on rounds.
I'll go.
I really wish this was a choice. But
Yeah,
it
because I
wasn't.
see the next choice.
Ugh.
I really thought this was it.
Nope. I know it's not.
No, she has to go because the Oni show up.
I guess.
よし、わかった。
Alright then.
お前には伝令やら
I
使い
figured
っ走り
he'd
を
put
頼
you
む
in charge of running errands as a messenger.
I gotta say it. That fucking grin.
You know, I love when he does that. It fills me with feelings.
Feelings?
Feelings?
Feelings? Feelings?
And no, Fade, it's not the happy pants kind of feelings either.
He just is so cute. He's just got such a cute little smile.
Midget. What is on your mind?
It's been really lonely the past 4 years.
覚悟しとけ。
God.
I'm gonna put you. Oh my god. I'm gonna put you to work. So brace yourself. I'm so happy right now. I have never been happier in my life.
Because of the fucking smile he had?
No, because I get to do his voice.
Okay.
Yeah, Melody, you made Gray happy.
Yay!
No, it was me who made him happy.
Oh.
Bitch, you were trying to steal lines, so fuck you on about.
Oh, God.
Add void, by the way.
Oh, good.
No.
Add void.
It would be a
Boy.
good place to save, though.
Yeah.
It's a
Perfect
22
time to
hours.
save. I have $17. I might be able to buy something to eat. Oh my god.
Ooh.
I have something to eat downstairs, and I'm gonna cook it after the stream.
You have no idea how hungry I am. I ate peanut butter and ramen noodle yesterday.
Same thing, except without the peanut butter part.
Huh.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Do we? It's been 2 hours. Do we want to?
I mean, I'm okay either way.
Honestly, I think this is probably a good place to stop because you're about to get into something pretty intense.
Yeah.
Also, yes.
And then we can start out next time with a bang.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's perfect for the ad break to end with this, too. You already say. Oh, you're just going to
That's the
title.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
Anyway, so that'll be it for this session, everybody. Tune in tonight for Beater's Shauna.
Yay! Where did we stop?
I'm the new Hichikata.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Oh god.
It'll last as long as it lasts.
I get to decide.
Right.
It's gray. My
It's very
stream.
disrespectful for
My
my
stream.
sword to talk back.
I'm not your fucking subordinate.
No, I said sword.
Fuck you. I'm not the sword.
Why? You don't like me gripping you like that?
Alright.
Boy.
Alright. Saturday will be usual Saturday stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Splatoon and then art.
Yep. Sunday is Stardew Valley, followed by Persona 3 Reload. And
And
Monday
then Monday.
is Altart. That's it for the rest of the
Then
week.
the next question. Raid or no? Let's see. Fee, Sam, and Netai Winter. Oh, God damn it. Fia, Nettie Winter.
I don't remember the last time we rated Fee.
Okay.
It's gonna be Fee time. They're playing Wizard 101.
Yeah.
Out of
There's
all things.
101.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
Yeah. So, in the meantime, please drink water.
Have a good day or night.
Try not to die because you didn't drink water. Let's go raiding, everybody!